Jai Hind everyone. Myself Dr. Suman Gautwal, Assistant Professor in AKGEC Engineering College, and today I am going to discuss about the industrial engineering. So in today's lecture we will discuss about the industrial engineering, what do you mean by the industrial engineering and the concept of productivity. Okay, so we can see here the industrial engineering is the branch of engineering that involves figuring out how to make or do the things better, okay, and for this we require a system, clear, and the system consists of the resources, and these resources may include man, machine, material, equipments, etc. Clear? So in all we can say that industrial engineering, it is concerned with the design, improvement, installation of the integrated system of people, material, equipment and energy. Clear? And here we do the detailed analysis of the use of these resources and how we can optimally use these resources and to reduce the cost. Clear? So here, and for carrying out this analysis we require specialized knowledge and skills in the mathematical, physical and social sciences together with the principle and methods of engineering analysis and designed to specify, predict and evaluate the results to be continued from such system. Now the question is why we carry out these analysis. So these analysis is carried out to improve the objective of the organization. Okay, and the objective is to increase the productivity and the profit under the policy of the organization. Clear? So in this diagram we can see that man plus management, money, material, information, machine and energies, all these are integrated and they are making a system. Clear? Here we can see all these are integrated and they are making a system, and we are designing that system, means how we will allocate different machinery in the layout. Clear? How we will divide or we will assign the task to workforce, how we will monitor the financial terms. Clear? How we will use our raw material. Clear? What type of energy will be used, what type of machines will be used, how many number of machines will be used, what will be the flexibility of the machine that we will use in our industry. So all these are the resources and we integrate these to make a system. Clear? And after making a system we will design, we will plan it. Clear? And then after that we will implement it, and after implementation we will do the analysis so that we can make the improvements. So this diagram totally specifying the what is the industrial engineering. So in this diagram we can see that industrial engineering is basically is the integration of the technical sciences, economic sciences and the human sciences. Okay, all these sciences are integrated and they are making the industrial engineering. Clear? And under the economic sciences we have the productivity, we have the finance related issues, we have the inventory in the organization. So this inventory can be in the form of the raw material inventory, work in process inventory or the finished product inventory. Clear? After that we have the technical sciences. So in case of the technical sciences we will see what type of mechanism we are using, what type of design we will use, what is work study and the time study and the ergonomics. So all these will be studied in under the technical sciences. After that we have the human sciences. So human factor will be involved here. So leadership qualities we will see in our workforce, and then the management related issues, then the ergonomics, all these factors will be studied in the human sciences. And when these factors which are related with the economic sciences, technical sciences and the human sciences will integrate, they will comprise the industrial engineering. Okay. Now, what is the role of the industrial engineer? Okay. So, before discussing the role of industrial engineer, I would like to discuss about the history and development of the industrial engineering. Okay. How it started, how it come into existence in case of the industries. Okay. So, around 1750, the roots of the industrial engineering started. Okay, and it get matured after the World War II. Okay, so we can say that the industrial revolution resulted in the new inventions. Okay, and it firstly it started in the textile industries, then it came into the steam engines and advances in the metal cutting and the production of the machine tools, and this leads to the factory with the large number of workers. Clear? And with the growth in the size of the industries came in the beginning of management and the management thinking. And after that, the scientific methods of analysis, experimentation and the practical demonstrations had been extended to the production of the machine tools, manufacturing processes for producing the better product. Okay, and we can say that a highly significant era in the development of the industrial engineering begins after the World War II. Clear? So, when we study about the industrial engineering, then one of the important factor that we should keep in mind is the human factor or the human engineering, or we can say the ergonomics. Clear? Because we mostly neglect the issues that are related with the human being or the workforces. Clear? So, we have to keep in mind the human factors also. Clear? Now, we come to the role of a industrial engineer. Clear? So, in case of the industries, an engineer is concerned with the reducing the production cost, increasing the efficiency, improving the quality of the product and the services, and also ensuring the worker health and the safety. He will also protect the environment and complying with the government regulation. Clearly, and he will also be responsible to effectively and efficiently use the whatever software technologies are available with the industries. The machine tools, mathematical principles, scientific concepts, and also he will be responsible for managing the human resources. Then demand of customer satisfaction and the time scheduling. So, these are the activity he has to focus on. Okay. So, apart this, he will also play the role of the advocate or activist. Clear? What is the meaning of this? He will be the expert. He will help in the decision making. He will help in designing the system, and he will act as the expert in the new technologies. Clear? For the invention of the new technologies like the TQM, MRP, OR, etc. Clear? He will also act as the advisor and the consultant. Clear? So, he will interpret the data, whatever available with us. He will review that data and he will advise for the improvement and will suggest the productivity tools. And he will act as the analyst also, and under this category, he will identify the system faults. He will analyze the job at the micro level. He will analyze the task okay, at the micro level, and he will also act as the coordinator. He will coordinate among the different activities. Then he will work as a trainer or educator also. He will motivate the workforce. He will help in the work study, clear, and he will also train the workers in the methods and the motion study, and he will apply the new technologies, and he will act as the negotiator also, and he will negotiate the cost with the vendors. So he will act as the negotiator also. Then he will act as the decision maker, means he will use the different techniques, he will use the different processes, and he will make the decision which particular process, which particular technique is best for manufacturing a particular product, what type of skills are required for manufacturing a product. So whether we are having the workforce, but whether these required skills are with the workers or not, whether they require the training for manufacturing that particular project or not. So all these decisions will be taken by the industrial engineer. Okay, he will also collect the data from the different departments, and for the analysis purpose, or for the for passing the right information to the at the right place at right time. Clear? Okay. Okay. So now we come to the concept of productivity and the production. So there is a difference between the production and productivity. What is the difference? We can define the product system as it is a transformation system in which a sellable product or service is created. Clear? We are making a product by working upon a set of inputs. What are these inputs? These inputs are the resources that are available with us. Clear? And inputs are usually in the form of the man, machine, money and materials. Okay. So when we talk about the productions, we are just transforming the raw material into the final product. Clear? But when we come to the productivity, we can define the productivity as the ratio between the output of goods and services and the input of resources consumed in the process of production. Okay, or we can say that it is the physical relationship between the quantity produced, that is output, and the quantity of resources that we used in the course of the production, that is input. Clear? So it is showing us the relationship between the output and the input of resources. Clear? That we are using, that are consumed in the process of production. Clear? So we can say that productivity is a good indicator of the efficiency with which a factory is operating. Means if the productivity of a particular industry is high, okay, means it will be towards the profitability. But if the productivity of a given of a particular industry is less, means we are not utilizing the resources properly. Clear? So it will indicate the efficiency of a particular organization. Clear? So how we can increase this productivity? Clear? So if we want to increase the productivity, means there are some options available with us that we can adopt. Means we can generate more output from the same level of input, or we can produce the same level of output with the reduced level of input. Clear? Or we can use the combination of both, means increasing the output to a maximum extent with a small increase in the output. So these are the methods, or these are the steps through by adopting these in the industries, we can increase the productivity. Clear? So here we have written the formula that the productivity is the quantity of goods or the services produced to the amount of resources used. Okay, now we come to the concept of productivity. So the concept of productivity can be applied to any economy, means the small, medium or the large enterprises or the businesses, okay, or whether it is the government or the individuals. So we can apply this concept of productivity to every organization, okay. And the main objective of this productivity concept or is the maximum utilization of the resources for yielding as many as goods and services as possible. Clear? So this is the productivity concept. So I have already discussed that productivity is the output in a given period of time and the input in the same period of time. So this will give the productivity. We have discussed in the last previous slide also. So in this diagram we can see the input, okay. So input can be in terms of the land, workforce, material, facilities that we are using, the capital that we have invested, whatever technologies that we are using, and equipments and the tools available with us. So all these are the inputs, all these are the resources. Clear? So these inputs are transformed into the outputs, and outputs are goods and services. Clear? So if we discuss, if we see along this line, so input is converted into the output, means the transformation process or the value additions, means we are adding the value into our raw material, we are adding the value into the inputs and we are getting the outputs. So this is known as the production system, means we are producing the goods and services from by using a set of resources. Clear? So we can define it in terms of the production system. But when we talk about the productivity, so productivity is the ratio of the output to the input in a particular period of time. Clear? It will show the efficiency of a particular industry. Clear? It will show the efficiency of our production system. So this is the diagram which in which we can see here the production, the concept of the production and the productivity. Now these outputs are delivered to the end consumer, that are customers. Okay. So there are some factors which can affect this productivity. And these factors, we have classified these factors into the controllable factors and the uncontrollable factors. Clear? So, controllable factor, what do you mean by the controllable factor? So, controllable factors are the internal factors. These are the factors which can control to an extent, okay, which are in the control of the industrial organizations. Those factors are known as the control factors. And under this category, we have the material and the power. So, in case of the material and power, we have to select the quality of the material. What quality of material we are using, okay, whether we are using right material or not. Control of the wastage and the scrap, and effective stock control. So these are the decisions that we take under this factor, material and the power. Then we have the machinery and the plant layout. So under the machinery and plant layout, we will see what is the size of our plant, what is the size of our facility. Clear? And the capacity utilization has direct impact on the productivity. Clear? So, arrangement of the machines and their positions in the plant, that will also affect the productivity. So, the decisions which are related to the machines and the plant size, location and the arrangement of these machines, all these decisions will be taken in the machinery and the plant layout. Then we come to the human factor. Okay, the issues that are related to the human beings that are working in our organizations. So, whether the workforce is willing to work or not, what is their attitude towards the work, or we can say what is the willingness to the work. Then we will see the ability to work, whether they are capable of performing a particular task or not, whether they require the training or not. Clear? So, all these decisions will be taken under the human factor. Then we have the technological factors. So, under the technological factors means the size and capacity of the plant, the issues that are related with the product design, okay, production planning and control, then plant layout and locations, then different techniques, processes, innovation of new techniques, and the new design of the products. So, these are all the technical issues and we will take the decision regarding this. So, all these factors are the controllable factors, okay, and these factors are in control of the industrial organization. Then we come to the uncontrollable factors. So, when we talk about the uncontrollable factors, these are also the external factors. These are the external factors and these factors are beyond the control of the industrial organizations. So, under this we have the economic, political and the social changes. So, economic factors like the size of the market, clear? Yeah, banking, credit facilities, transport and the communication facilities. Okay, we don't have the control over these factors, but we will try to minimize the extent or minimize these factors by proper analysis. Okay. Then we have the political factors also. So, in case of the political factors like the law and orders, okay, stability of the government, harmony between the states, etc. So, all these factors are the political factor. Clear? So, these factors are beyond our control, but we will try to minimize these factors. We will, whenever we plan to set up our industry at a particular location, then we will see the past data, we will analyze the past record at particular location, we will see the factors that are affecting that particular location, okay, and after that we will select the location for a particular plant. Then we have the natural resources. So, natural resources like the water, fuel and minerals influence the productivity, okay, because we require the water availability, we will also see the what is the fuel availability there, okay, and it should be in the proximity of our organization. So, these are the factors which can affect the productivity. Then we have the government factor. So, government policies that may also change, like the interest rate and the taxes, then the support from the government that we are getting, then the communication facilities. So, these are the factors which can affect the productivity. Clear? Okay. Now, we come to the productivity measurement. Okay, how we can measure the productivity. So, productivity, we can say that the productivity is a measure of the efficiency of the production, okay, and the measure of the productivity is the total output per unit of a total input. Clear? And productivity measures must show the linkage with the profitability. Okay, and this productivity measurement, these are classified into 4 types. First, we have the single factor productivity measurement, then we have the multi-factor productivity measurement, then total or composite factor productivity measures, and then we have the total productivity measures. Clear? So, all these are the techniques of the productivity measurement, and these differ from each other in terms of the output and input that we are measuring against the resources. Okay. So, we will discuss all these productivity measurement techniques in the next session in details, and I hope whatever we have discussed today about the industrial engineering history and development, and then we discussed about the role of industrial engineering and the concept of the production and the productivity is clear to all. Thank you.